Good afternoon and welcome to the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro for Impact League Softball today on YourLiveEvent.com. It's the tournament with the semifinals and the finals for the 18U and 14U today. Earlier today in the 14U, it was Hankinson losing to Mayport CG and Castleton defeating Cass Trail. So Castleton and Mayport CG is your championship later today on the 14U, with the third place game being Cass Trail and Hankinson. We go to the 18U as we prepare for semifinal number 1 on field number 3 with the 2-3 matchup. Hankinson and Thompson. Our other Your Live event game on field number 1 is Cass Trail and Castleton in the other semifinal. Winners meet up tonight at 6:30 for the championship. The losers will face each other in the third place game, 6:30 tonight, right here, YourLiveEvent.com, live from the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. We'll be back with more of your IRE Insurance pregame show.
Health, long-term care, business, or farm insurance. Stop in and visit with Lee Erickson at the Erickson Agency, 502 West Caledonia Avenue, 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency of Hillsboro, your insurance headquarters. There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
While most of us would never have predicted a pandemic coming in 2020, we do know that hail season comes around every year, and we can prepare for it. Here at Ag Country Farm Credit Services, we view hail insurance as a critical part of your risk management plan. We will help analyze your complete coverage, leveraging both the MPCI and hail insurance that is available to your farm. Let us help you prepare for the months ahead. Call us at Ag Country today.
The Hillsboro Public School District and the Central Valley School District encourages North Dakotans to embrace the ND Smart Restart Plan for a better, safer, and healthier tomorrow. Enjoy your summer as we look forward to seeing students again in the fall. For school information, school news, and sports schedules, visit HillsboroK12.com and CentralValleyND.com. The Hillsboro Public School District and the Central Valley School District.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro is a Ruud dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. You don't want to be left out in the cold. That's why Goose River Heating is available with 24-hour emergency service. Call Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Back from the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro, Impact League Softball today on YourLiveEvent.com. Semifinal matchup in the 18U, it's Thompson and Hankinson. And we caught up with the head coach of Hankinson, Mike Lowell, with our pregame coach's comments.
Coach Lowell for Hankinson. Coach, as you get ready to go here in the semifinal, how's the team feeling coming into today?
Actually pretty good. You know, we had a good season in the Impact League and coming off of a pretty strong state tournament here this weekend, so I think the girls are ready to play.
All right, Thompson, how did you fare against them in the regular season? How do you feel you stack up here today?
It's going to be a tough game. They've definitely improved as the summer goes on. When we played them up there, it was the windstorm, and we used a little bit of power got a few home runs in that game, but Thompson is just so athletic and up and down the lineup. There's not a lot of weak spots, so we definitely got to play our best game.
What's the key for the Pirates here?
Definitely the defense. We got to make the plays. It's something we focus on. Is we got to make the plays that we're supposed to make, and be behind our pitchers. The hitting is there. It's been there all year. We've got a couple girls that are just killing the ball, but for today, I think it's more about the defense.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you guys for doing this. It's been a great season, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Our pleasure, Coach.
Coach Mike Lowell for Hankinson as they prep to take on Thompson in the 18U semifinal on field number 3 at the Olson Softball Complex. Other semifinal in 18U, Castleton and Cass Trail. Winners match up tonight, 6:30 start time for the championship game. Third place game also at 6:30 this evening on yourliveevent.com, where we return with more of your Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
The North Dakota culture is hardworking and understands the value of what we can get from the land. The services that we get from Polar Communications, the gigabit service, allows us to be able to serve up many, many more locations. We know that they are in North Dakota. They understand North Dakota. That means a lot to our business.
Hillsboro Drug is open. To fill your prescriptions and to purchase over-the-counter supplies for good health, come to Hillsboro Drug. They're open for business with regular store hours. Hillsboro Drug provides in-town delivery and mail services. When coming to Hillsboro Drug, while it's not mandatory, customers are encouraged to wear masks during this time. To their valued customers, they say thank you and welcome new prescriptions and customers to Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Most Americans have some stuff because stuff is important. And when you have stuff, you need a Big Tex trailer. A utility trailer for the golf cart, equipment trailer for the antique car, or gooseneck trailer for moving pipe or the swing set. Big Tex Trailers gets your stuff where you need it. Precise design and quality construction packs more value into each Big Tex trailer. Baked on finish protects your trailer from the elements for years to come. For the Big Tex style that meets your needs, call Tim at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
It's time to get rid of those old energy-wasting appliances for new, efficient appliances from Olson Hardware and Appliances in Hillsboro. Top brand names like LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Stoves, dishwashers, refrigerators, freezers, washers, and dryers. Olson Hardware also services old ones too. Plus, they have all the other hardware one would need for updating plumbing or other tasks around the house or yard. It's all at Olson Hardware and Appliance in Hillsboro. 636-4151. That's 636-4151 for Olson Hardware and Appliance.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Valley Plains Equipment, Hillsboro, and Crookston are hiring service technicians. These positions are full-time with competitive wage, earning up to $40 per hour, plus benefits package and a great work environment. Contact Mike at Valley Plains Equipment, 1-800-972-2561. Valley Plains Equipment, Hillsboro, and Crookston is looking to hire service technicians, earning up to $40 per hour. Contact Mike at Valley Plains Equipment, 1-800-972-2561.
Summertime is here in the Valley, and Dakota Heritage Bank in Hillsboro is here to help you be ready. Ask Dakota Heritage about recreational vehicle, camper, and boat loans. Home loans are also available for a change of scenery or a lake cabin getaway. Dakota Heritage Bank can also line you up with agriculture loans and a line of credit. Find more information at dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Hillsboro. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Impact League softball semifinal matchup, Thompson and Hankinson, the 2-3 matchup. And we continue to preview this matchup with more pregame coaches' comments. For Thompson, head coach Matt Chandler with some other things to take care of this afternoon. He'll be here for the games later tonight. But right now we talk with Brady Schwab here for our pregame coaches' comments with Thompson. Join us for our pregame coaches' comments ahead of Thompson and Hankinson. And Coach, as you get ready to go in the semifinal today, a beautiful day for some softball here, and everything's looking good so far, right?
It is, yeah. Last time we played Hankinson during the regular season, there was about a 45-mile-an-hour wind and impending weather. So when you host a tournament, you just hope there's no rain, and we lucked out without 90-degree weather so far too. So yeah, it's kind of how it's supposed to be in the summer.
Well, what do you want the game to unfold with, or what's the keys to the game here today for Hankinson?
Well, the biggest thing for, when you get into a softball game is making sure, number one, you're throwing strikes, right? If you're throwing strikes, you give yourself a chance. Number two, when you have an opportunity to make plays, whether it's on the offensive side or the defensive side, you want to try to capitalize. So if you get kids into scoring position, you want to make sure you capitalize, and likewise, you don't want to give away free bases on the defensive side.
Pretty experienced group that you got too as well. How's that help with the tournament format?
It does. We've got kids that have been down this road before. We know we've got a tall task with Hankinson, but we've got some upperclassmen that have done a real nice job this summer leading us.
Brady, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Best of luck. We'll talk to you later.
Yep, thanks for the coverage.
There it is. Brady Schwab join us here with our pregame coaches' comments for Thompson as they take on Hankinson. Again, the 2-3 matchup in the 18U semifinals. Winner gets the winner between Castleton and Cass Trail. Losers will face each other in the third place game today at 6:30. Games brought to you here on yourliveevent.com. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance, for all your insurance needs, you can visit them online at irieins.com. We return with more pregame show after this on yourliveevent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said, I want to move back to that small town so I can have small classes, small community. People are involved, people care about you.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsboro, North Dakota.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
These reminder of COVID points to share with North Dakota Smart Restart from Trail District Health Unit. Smartphone users are encouraged to download the Care19 app for Android or Apple devices. This will help increase success levels with contact tracing in North Dakota. Get answers to most COVID-related questions in North Dakota by visiting ndresponse.gov. Trail District Health Unit, Public Health, Prevent, Promote, Protect.
We thank you for joining us this afternoon on yourliveevent.com. Appreciate you watching in, as well as a thank you to all the sponsors that you'll see here throughout our broadcast this afternoon into the early evening with our championship third place games later on as well. But thanks to all those sponsors, we ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Also, thanks to Ryan McCollum doing the technical side of things here and some camera work here. Glad to have you with us here on a beautiful blue sky, sunny, a little bit of breeze blowing through, summer day here at the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsboro. Semifinal matchup of the 18U, Thompson and Hankinson. Let's get to our starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. You can learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, by going online at crystalsugar.com. Well, the batting order for Thompson will go like this. It will be led off by Mackenzie Hughes, then Maya Krogstad and Lauren Cunningham, 1, 2, and 3. After that, Ashlyn Warkin in the cleanup spot. Olivia Dick bats 5th. Jada Welke, Faith Stumpf, and Sydney Schwabe with Bailey Munson rounding out the batting 9 here today for Thompson. Defensively for Hankinson, it will be Maxine Ebel doing the catching. First base is manned by Faith Fredrickson. Kennedy Meyer is your flex player today at second base. It will be Haley Arth doing the hitting for her in the batting lineup, but Kennedy Meyer out in the field as the flex playing second base. Kaya Mauk at shortstop today. It's Jess Kuchera at third base. Outfield in left field, it's Lexi Meyer. Center field, we have Mary Rupp, and right field, it's Mackenzie Anderson for the Hankinson Pirates with the pitcher, Madison Steffens, here today in the circle for Hankinson. That's your starting lineups, again, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar, crystalsugar.com. That's the website to learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities. Again, go online, crystalsugar.com. Thanks for staying online with yourliveevent.com. Softball semifinal play coming up. Hankinson, Thompson, coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125. Many, many happy people that are mowing grass with their new Cub Cadet lawnmower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Yes, everyone is so happy as the lawns are pristine looking, beautiful grass, precision-like cutting with the Wright Cub Cadet mower from Wright Cub Cadet in Hillsboro. Talk to Darren or Mike. They also have some used mowers on hand. They have tillers and all of the lawn and garden machines at Wright Cub Cadet Hillsboro. Stop by and see them today.
Great Plains Fireworks, located on the west side, frontage road I-29, south of Degelman's in Hillsboro. They're open by appointments. Call 701-436-6140. Also like them on Facebook for information. Let Great Plains Fireworks help you get fireworks for your family celebrations, neighborhood parties, and events.
Pretty, pretty, pretty. They have chest thumpers.
Great Plains Fireworks, open by appointment only, Hillsboro, North Dakota, 701-436-6140. Like them on Facebook.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hillsboro Lumber is ready to help you with all of your building projects. Are you building something new? Doing some remodeling? Maybe adding a deck? Hillsboro Lumber has all of the building materials as well as everything else you'll need to complete it. Along with the materials, they can give you a free estimate. If you need help in planning your project, let the professionals at Hillsboro Lumber assist you. They have the expertise and professional service to help you. For all of your building or remodeling projects, farm, home, or commercial, see Hillsboro Lumber today.
Let's get ready for our first pitch today between Hankinson and Thompson in the 18U side of the North Dakota Impact Softball League. Semifinal here, Hankinson and Thompson. Winner gets either Castleton or Cass Trail, as they are just about to get underway with their first pitch as well. Behind us on field number 1. We're at field number 3 of the Olson Softball Complex. We are running about 10 minutes ahead of schedule. The previous 14U games getting done a little bit earlier, so a little bit ahead of schedule, and we're just going to roll on through. One thing we do know that is no matter what, though, the championship third place games will start no earlier than 6:30 this afternoon. It will be Thompson up to bat first as the number 3 seed here today. Number 2 seed Hankinson matched up early in the year up in Thompson, and it was a blustery day. Not so much here today. Nice breeze, but sunny, blue skies, a little bit of clouds, and we're ready to play softball as Mackenzie Hughes steps in. First pitch is delivered, swung on, fouled off, and strike number 1. 2:21. Your first pitch here today for Hankinson and Thompson. So 0-1 the count to the batter, Hughes. Strides back into that left-handed hitting box, waiting the pitcher, Steffens. Madison Steffens fires up and away for ball 1. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Maxine Ebel doing the catching behind the plate for Hankinson. As the 1-1 pitch gets delivered again, high and away, ball 2. Faith Fredrickson, Kennedy Meyer, Kaya Mock, Jess Kuchera is your infield, first, second, short, and third. Outfield here with Lexi Meyer, Mary Rupp, and Mackenzie Anderson. Pitch watched inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Hughes. Steffens gets onto the rubber, shimmies the ball, now delivers up high, and it's a walk to Mackenzie Hughes. She will be aboard on first base. Maya Krogstad comes up to the plate. Hughes, we'll see here if they want to put her in motion right away. As the first pitch comes in, she does go for second base. The throw is not in time. Stolen base for Hughes, and she gets into scoring position right away. Pitch was called ball 1. So 1-0 now to Maya Krogstad. That's what Coach Schwab said in the pregame, taking advantage of opportunities. Well, a walk, a stolen base, and now you got a runner in scoring position, and as the bunt attempt is pulled back, it's still a called strike. A 1-ball, 1-strike count with nobody out, and a great opportunity to get that first run in this semifinal ball game. 1-1 pitch, fouled line, into the crowd down the first base line. Looks like it bounced away from everyone. Might have taken out a bike, but other than that, it's just strike number 2. Good crowd here today. Down both lines, got a little grandstand too underneath us. In fact, someone brought out the party tent down the third base line, providing shade for everyone. And we have a check swing, appeal down to the base umpire, and it is strike 3. Krogstad goes out for out number 1. Still with the runner on second base in Hughes as Lauren Cunningham comes to the plate. Right-hand hitting third baseman takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count. Outfield playing straight away. Infield in at third base, and a big gap straight up the middle. There is looks like the shortstop Mock kind of shaded towards that third base bag. 0-2 now the count. 1 down, runner on second base, top of inning number 1. The pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both teams sporting identical 6-2 records coming into the game. See who can pick up win number 7, go to the championship game. Pitch popped up, fall drifting back behind us, and it will go out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashlyn working on deck for Thompson. Top of inning number 1. Runner on second base after Mackenzie Hughes had a leadoff walk and stole second. Here's the pitch put in play. blooper behind the pitcher. Shortstop Mock will come over. She will make the catch for out number 2 on the little P6 pop out. And now Warkin will come up. Chance here again with that runner in scoring position. So far a strikeout and a pop out. Haven't been able to move her off of second base. Ground ball towards third. Picked at third. Throw across the diamond to first is in time as Kuchera gets it to Frederickson. The 5-3 ground out for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base for Thompson. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. We're scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
To say that everyone in the farming community would like to put the 2019 planting and growing season behind them is an understatement. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance, and this was one of those years that you found out what your crop insurance agent was made of. Were you satisfied? All of us at Irie Insurance feel your pain and know your challenges. That's why we would love to sit down with each and every farmer for an annual policy review. We now know how bad it can get, so let's make sure you have someone working in your corner to protect your farm's equity. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Bottom of inning number 1. Hankinson at the plate. First pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. Sydney Schwabe, your pitcher for Thompson. Jess Kuchera, your batter for Hankinson. Popped up towards the third base dugout, giving chase off the top of the dugout. It is strike number 1. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Batting order for Hankinson. Kuchera batting the leadoff, followed by left fielder Lexi Meyer. Maxine Ebel will bat in the 3-hole. Pitch popped up behind third base, called off by the shortstop Hughes, and P6 for out number 1 for Hankinson in their half of the first inning. Ebel bats third, then cleanup hitter is Haley Arth, Mary Rupp, Kaya Mock, Madison Steffens, Faith Frederickson, and Mackenzie Anderson. The rest of your batting 9 for Hankinson. Pitching for Thompson again, Sydney Schwabe. She gets a swing and a miss. Strike 1, evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rest of the defensive lineup here. Olivia Dick is doing the catching. Jada Welke is at first base. Second base is manned by Maya Krogstad. Shortstop is Mackenzie Hughes with Lauren Cunningham at third base. Outfield of Faith Stumpf. In left field, Ashlyn Warkin in center and Bailey Munson in right field. After a swing and a miss, strike 2, here's a pop-up shallow center field. Coming on is the center fielder Warkin, and she will watch it into the glove for out number 2. So 2 down in the bottom of inning number 1. Brings up catcher Maxine Ebel for Hankinson. First pitch bounced right in front of the plate, ball 1. 1-0 the count with 2 down. Couple of balls put in play, but right to where the fielders could get to them. Here's a pitch hit well down the left field line. It's going back in left field and caught in front of the fence by the left fielder that time, Stumpf, and Stumpf will glove it for out number 3. So Ebel gave it a ride, but not far enough, as it's a 1-2-3, no runs, hits, errors, runners left on base. Bottom of inning number 1. We're still scoreless as we head to inning number 2. Thompson bats when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
Top of inning number 2. Thompson will send to the plate their 5, 6, 7 hitters, starting off with Olivia Dick, the catcher. Facing the pitcher, Madison Steffens. First pitch up high, ball 1. 13 pitches in the first inning for Steffens. Gave up a leadoff walk and then left that runner stranded on second base after a stole. Got the next 3 batters on a strikeout, a pop-out, and a ground-out. Here she falls behind 2-0 to the leadoff hitter in inning number 2, Olivia Dick. Jada Welke, Faith Stumpf on deck in the hole. 2-0, make it 3-0 as it comes up high for ball 3. Dick, the catcher again, steps in right-handed batter's box. The pitch. Caught the inside black for strike 1. Straight away on the outfield. Infield in on the corners, normal depth. Second and short. The 3-1 delivery is popped up, playable behind home plate, drifting and bouncing off the top of the fence. Unable to get to it was the catcher, Ebel. And that becomes strike number 2. So full count to the leadoff batter. And Jada Welke on deck for Thompson. Scoreless, 0-0, top of inning number 2. There's some cheering going on behind me with that Castleton Cass Trail game, so we'll get an update on that. And here's a called strike 3. Got her looking. Second strikeout of the game for Steffens. And I see here in the first inning it is 2-0 in favor of Castleton. Jumping out to an early lead there over Cass Trail. Here's falling behind 1-0 to Jada Welke. The next batter for Thompson. Steffens reloads, fires it up high, 2-0. Welke looks in. Here comes the pitch, and it is watched just above the knees for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 down, bases empty. Top of inning number 2. Here's the pitch, and it's line foul, out of play. Dangerously close to the area where I parked my vehicle. I did not hear a big crunch, though, so I can rest easy for at least 30 more seconds. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. It's inside, full count. So Madison Steffens will go full count to the first 2 batters she's faced here in the top of inning number 2. Last time she got a called strike 3 looking. See what she comes with here. She gets a sign from Ebel, delivers. It's up high for ball 4. Welke will walk down to first. Second walk issued by Steffens. First inning, she walked the leadoff batter Hughes, who stole second, ended up stranded there. Now it's up for Faith Stumpf to see what she can do. Swing and a foul tip. Strike number 1. Stumpf, the left fielder, and a nice catch on a hard hit ball from the Hankinson catcher Ebel to end the first inning. Now trying to come through with a runner on board and 1 out here in the top of inning number 2. Pitches away. 4 ball. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Low 70s here in Hillsboro today at the Olson Softball Complex. Beautiful day for some ball games. As a liner just wide of the safety fence. Everyone look out. Got out of the way. It's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here, as you can see a little bit of the blue sky, the clouds here. Nice breeze rolling through. So we get a 1-2 offering. And scooting out of the way is Stumpf, and it's even up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind on field 3, kind of blowing in from right center field. Here's a ground ball fall down the third base line. Count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little different than, as coaches mentioned, the first time that these two teams face each other in the regular season. They're a windy day where they're waiting for some weather to come through up in Thompson, and Hankinson took advantage of that breeze and threw a couple over the fence. Here's a ground ball between short and third that is in for a base hit, as Welke gets ahead at second base. Stumpf with the first hit of the ball game is aboard at first. Brings up the number 8 hitter, Sidney Schwabe, the pitcher. And a great chance to help her own cause early on in this one with 2 runners aboard, 1 down. Top of inning number 2. Jada Welke at second base. She walked in her plate appearance, moved to second on the single from Faith Stumpf. Here's the pitch, fouled back. Out of play. Ebel gets the fresh softball back to her pitcher, Madison Steffens. Looks in, gets a sign, delivers the 1-1 offering, swung on, and was it fouled off or off the glove? They say fall tipped off the bat. Fall ball, so it goes to the backstop. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down, 2 runners on base. Trying to see here to center field. Looked like maybe a little shallow there, but Morgan playing about normal depth there. It's the way I'm looking here. I got the outfield fence, then the safety fence behind it, kind of back to back each other. Kind of gives that little optical illusion of how deep you are out there in center field. So the pitches fall down the first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes is our count. Just got to ignore that second fence and just go with the row of cars that is along the right field to left center fence. Too deep there in straightaway center field. Good crowd here today. As the pitches again fall back. Schwabe fighting off here. She's got the 2-2 count, and she can't put it in play. She's going to put it where no one else is going to get it, and that's in the crowd. Pitch bounces to the plate for a ball. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes so far. Steffens has gone full count to 3 batters this inning. Strikeout, a walk, and what happens on number 3? It's line fall, and again over in that spot where I should have parked farther away. Count stays full at 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, runners on first and second. Welke at second, Stumpf at first for Thompson. Pitch, just off the edge, ball 4, and we'll load the bases. Sidney Schwabe down at first on the third walk of the game issued by Madison Steffens. Faith Stumpf goes to second base. Jada Welke now aboard at third. For the number 9 hitter, right fielder Bailey Munson. And she gets ahead first pitch, 1-0. Great opportunity for Thompson. Here they had a runner on second with nobody out in the first inning. Couldn't get her past that second base. Now they have 1 out and the base is loaded, and now a 2-0 count to the number 9 hitter, Bailey Munson, top of the order on deck. Great opportunity here to try and get those first runs of the game across. 2-0 count, swing and a miss for strike 1. Madison Steffens trying to work out of a jam. Here she'll get on that left side of the rubber, that right foot on there, fire the pitch inside. Caught the black. Caught the black for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still 1 down in a scoreless ball game. Here's the 2-2 offering. Up high and full count. Well, there's nowhere to put her. So you got to fire it in the zone. Batter, you got to realize that. Have a good eye out there and make good contact. Full count pitch, check swing, doesn't matter, called strike 3. Second out of the inning, third strikeout of the game, thrown by Madison Steffens. And in will come the leadoff hitter, Mackenzie Hughes. Top of order now for Thompson. Trying for some two-out magic. Here's from that left side. She'll line into center field. It is caught by the center fielder, Rupp. Mary Rupp there in center field as it was right at her. They line out to center. Well struck, but lift that glove up, put it in there, and that's out number 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Thompson and Hankinson still scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
The Erickson Agency is your professional independent insurance agency in Hillsborough. We take the time to listen to you, analyze your needs, and match you up with the best plans offered by a number of leading insurance companies. Whether you need auto, homeowners, life, health, long-term care, business, or farm insurance, stop in and visit with Lee Erickson at the Erickson Agency, 502 West Caledonia Avenue, 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency of Hillsborough, your insurance headquarters. There's a lot to love about Hillsborough, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between 2 of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsborough embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsborough invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsborough. Visit hillsborough-nd.com to learn more about Hillsborough, a small town with big opportunity.
First pitch, fly ball, right field. Coming on is the right fielder, Munson. She'll glove it, and Haley Arth down on 1 pitch for Hankinson. So now up will be Mary Rupp and Kaya Mock. Rupp, she pops up the first pitch over on the first base line. Welke will call off Schwabe, and Jada Welke will glove it for out number 2. So after a 9-pitch first inning, 2 pitches, 2 outs, in the second inning right now for Sydney Schwabe. Kyle Mock at the plate. First pitch, watched for a strike. And Schwabe works quickly. Here's the shortstop. Line it over the head of Hughes. And it will be a base hit into left field. Mock is aboard. Brings up the pitcher, Madison Steffens. She'll step into the right-hand batter's box now with 2 down, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Schwabe working quickly in the circle, ready to go as soon as the batter steps back in. Here's a pitch off the handle of the bat, and it is over by the dugout, foul for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner on first. Pitch up high as the catcher, Dick, framing it, saying, all right, come on, let's go, strike 3, come on, let's hear it. Umpire doesn't give it, though, ball 1. Now a pitch popped up third base, drifting over and making the catches, Lauren Cunningham for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Hankinson. As we finish inning number 2, scoreless on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
While most of us would never have predicted a pandemic coming in 2020, we do know that hail season comes around every year, and we can prepare for it. Here at Ag Country Farm Credit Services, we view hail insurance as a critical part of your risk management plan. We will help analyze your complete coverage, leveraging both the MPCI and hail insurance that is available to your farm. Let us help you prepare for the months ahead. Call us at Ag Country today.
The Hillsborough Public School District and the Central Valley School District encourages North Dakotans to embrace the ND Smart Restart Plan for a better, safer, and healthier tomorrow. Enjoy your summer as we look forward to seeing students again in the fall. For school information, school news, and sports schedules, visit HillsboroK12.com and CentralValleyND.com. The Hillsboro Public School District and the Central Valley School District.
Pitch one is ball one. The number 2 hitter in the order, leading off inning number 3, Maya Krogta. She C&I singles one through first and second base. And a leadoff batter aboard for Thompson. Lauren Cunningham comes to the plate now. Cunningham 0 for 1 today with a pop out to short back in inning number 1. She steps back into the plate in the top of inning number 3, and the first pitch is driven into center field. It will be caught as it hangs up just in time for Mary Rupp to get over to it. And the line out there for out number 1. Ashlyn Warkin will come in then. Ground out to third to end inning number 1. 0 for 1 today. This pitch popped up. It will drift out of play and possibly onto field number 1. Back on field number 1, Castleton and Cass Trail. It's 4-1, bottom of inning number 2. Castleton on top. Between Hankinson and Thompson, it's scoreless in the top of inning number 3. Pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, our count. 1 down, runner on first base. It's Thompson's center fielder, Ashlyn Warkin, takes this pitch outside for ball 2. Madison Steffens pitching for Hankinson, delivers the pitch. It's swung on, popped up, high left side, drifting over against the third base fence and off the glove of the third baseman Kuchera for strike 2. Steffens with 13 pitches in the first inning, 29 in the second inning. Here now, this will be pitch number 8 and number 50 overall in the inning and the game on the 2-2 offering. With 1 down, it is outside for ball 3. Runner at first is Maya Krogston, reached on a leadoff single. Put it right in between first and second. Here's the full cone offering. Swung on, popped up. Is it playable? It's drifting. It is out of play. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Olivia Dick on deck for Thompson. Trying to string together some hits here in inning number 3. This pitch off the mark, ball 4. So a walk to Warkin. Moves Croxted over to second base. 3rd straight inning to start the game that the Thompson team has had a runner in scoring position. As the first pitch into Dick is there for a strike. First inning, Mackenzie Hughes led off with a walk, stole second. She was stranded there. Second inning, Thompson here was able to load the base with 1 out as they get a ground ball towards third. They'll take the force out at third to get the lead runner Krogstad for out number 2. Olivia Dick aboard on a fielder's choice. Ashlyn Warkin goes to second base. After loading the bases last inning with a walk, a single, and a walk, it was a strikeout and then a liner, hard hit, but right to the center fielder to get Hankinson out of the inning. Courtesy runner will come in. Drew Schwab will come in for the catcher, Olivia Dick. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And it is low to Jada Welke. Or did they say that? No, they said, no, okay, now they fixed the scoreboard. They said it is 1-0. Here's a pitch, fouled off. That's going to make it 1-1. So at second base is Ashlyn Warkin, and then the courtesy runner, Drew Schwab. at first base for Thompson. 2 down, top of inning number 3, scoreless ball game. Semifinal of the 18U Impact League. Winner gets whoever wins between Castleton and Cass Trail. Losers have the third place game tonight at 6:30. 2-1 offering swung on, fouled off the bat. Was it off the bat? They're trying to get some confirmation if it was off the glove or if it was off the bat. Fall ball was not called right away, so you think it was off the glove, but runners unable to advance. But it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Here's a pitch into center field, blooped in, coming in, charging in, unable to make the catch as it gets under the glove of the center fielder up. 1 will score. A second run will come in, and the throw cut off, keeping the batter Welke at second base as she picks up 2 RBIs on a 2-out double, scoring Ashlyn Workin from second base, and the courtesy runner Drew Schwab coming in all the way to score from first base. Rupp trying to get to it, went with the glove just a fraction of a second late, bounced under her glove and got behind her, allowing both runs to come in, and the first runs of the game in for Thompson. They lead 2-0. We'll bring up Faith Stumpf. Singled her first at bat, 1 for 1 today. First pitch, ball 1. Second pitch, popped up over by the pitcher Steffens, and she will glove it for out number 3. So a 2-out double, scores 2. 2 runs come across on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Thompson. They lead going into the bottom of inning number 3 over Hankinson, 2-0 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
And Cooling of Hillsboro is a Rude dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, talk to Corey today about a new Rude furnace for your home or new construction. You don't want to be left out in the cold. That's why Goose River Heating is available with 24-hour emergency service. Call Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Rude dealer, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Well, we're going to speed it up a little bit here as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes already, the count to Faith Frederickson. She reaches out, blooper here into left field, charging in, coming in, making the catch is Faith Stumpf, and that will be out number 1 on the pop out to left field. Frederickson goes down. Mackenzie Anderson will bat, then the top of the order with Jess Kuchera. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1 to Mackenzie Anderson. Sydney Schwabe, 18 pitches through the first 2 innings, 9 in the first, 9 in the second. Here's pitch number 6 in there for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on for the number 9 hitter, right fielder, Mackenzie Anderson. Pitch is outside, falls behind now, 2 balls and a strike. Quickly back into the rock in motion. She fires up high for a ball. Yeah, Schwabe not wasting any time. She gets onto that rubber and fires it. This one trying to paint the black, and she does. It's that inside offering. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch popped up, infield, shortstop. Mackenzie Hughes calls everyone off, grabs it, out number 2. Brings up the top of the order, Jess Kuchera. So first time through the order, just 1 hit off of Sydney Schwabe. No strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit. Most importantly, no runs scored. Strike 1 to Kuchera. Popped out to shortstop Hughes in her first at-bat. Now she'll ground it out to third. Cunningham fields, throws over to first. Good pick there by Welke for out number 3. 5-3 for the third out of the third inning. To the top of inning number 4, Thompson leads Hankinson on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard 2-0.
The North Dakota culture is hardworking and understands the value of what we can get from the land. The services we get from Polar Communications, the gigabit service, allows us to be able to serve up many, many more locations. We know that they are in North Dakota. They understand North Dakota. That means a lot to our business.
Sydney Schwabe, Bailey Munson, Mackenzie Hughes, the 8-9-1 hitters. For Thompson will come up in the top of inning number 4. Thompson leads 2-0 over Hankinson. The 18U semifinal of the Impact Softball League. On the circle, Madison Steffens delivers the first pitch, fouls it off. Strike 1. That was pitch number 59 in the game for Steffens. So far allowing 2 runs on 3 hits. This again is fall back. Strike 2. Steffens has struck out 3, walked 4 in her 3 innings complete so far. 0-2 offering. A little nubber off the bat, it rolling and picked up in foul territory. Just kind of teetering on that line and was rolling fall and never really even truly got into fair territory. So fall ball, count stays, no balls, 2 strikes. Steffens trying for the punch-out pitch. She'll rock and deliver, it's outside. Trying to get her to chase, could not, ball 1. Schwabe walked back at inning number 2. That was to load the bases with 1 out. Could not get a run that inning. She ended the inning there at first base. Here's a ground ball towards first and just rolls fall right before it goes into the glove there of Frederickson. And it will be a fall ball. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thompson batters have fought off a lot of 2-strike counts here today, and now contact made over to Mock at short underneath her as it goes 5-hole under the glove, and it will be Schwabe reaching on an error. First error of the game for either team. Then the leadoff batter aboard for the 3rd time in 4 innings for Thompson. Now batting will be the number 9 hitter, Bailey Munson. Got called out on a full count bases loaded strikeout last time up. 0 for 1 today and falling behind 0-1 on the first pitch. This pitch fall back, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first base after the error to the leadoff batter, Schwabe. With Bailey Munson on at the plate and the top of the order awaits on deck. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Defense straight away. Here's a called strike 3. Munson gets caught looking for the 2nd time today. 4th strikeout by Madison Steffens. So 1 down, runner on first base. Hughes will step up and take the first pitch low for a ball. Mackenzie Hughes 0 for 1 today with a walk, a stolen base to lead off the game, then a line out to end the 2nd inning. Lined out to center field where we see Rupp shading well over to that right field side. Big gap between left field, center fielders, Meyer and Rupp. If you just bloop it over the head of short, there's a good chance it could go over to the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike, our count. And here's a pitch blooped over to second base, and on the dirt, it will be gloved by Kennedy Meyer for out number 2. Meyer, the flex player today, playing second base. She's playing the field while Haley Arth does the work at the plate as the designated player. First pitch, ball 1 to Maya Krogstad. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. She was thrown out trying to advance to third for the second out back of the third inning. Throw down to first base is wide of the bag, and the throwing error will allow Sydney Schwabe to go to second base. Time as the catcher Ebel trying to throw behind the runner, getting back to the bag and throwing it up in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, and now a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch outside, a little high. So Schwabe at second base, seeing if she can motor around here on a ball hit to the outfield. Instead, this one nearly comes in and hits the batter Krogstad. She'll slide out of the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon on yourliveevent.com. Impact League softball players, a ground ball past the glove of the second baseman. It will be a runner rounding third, and Schwabe will come in to score. Throw is wide of the cutoff man or catcher, whoever was going to, is up the first base line, and that will allow Krogstad to then go to second base on the throw. So it's an RBI on a single into right field with Sydney Schwabe coming over and scoring from second base for the third run of the game. 3-0. Thompson leads on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. Here's a pitch popped up. Left field, center field. Who calls it off? It is cut by the left fielder, Lexi Meyer, to fly out for out number 3. So a couple errors come back to hurt Hankinson as they give up 1 run on 1 hit, commit 2 errors, and leave 1 runner stranded on the base paths. To the bottom of inning number 4, Thompson leads 3-0 over Hankinson. Your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard.
Hillsborough Drug is open. To fill your prescriptions and to purchase over-the-counter supplies for good health, come to Hillsborough Drug. They're open for business with regular store hours. Hillsborough Drug provides in-town delivery and mail services. When coming to Hillsborough Drug, while it's not mandatory, customers are encouraged to wear masks during this time. To their valued customers, they say thank you and welcome new prescriptions and customers to Hillsborough Drug and Gift.
Bottom of inning number 4, Thompson leads Hankinson 3-0. 2 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth for Thompson. Hankinson hasn't had much of an opportunity. They've only had 1 base runner through the first 3 innings. And they quickly get a first pitch out here for Lexi Meyer. We'll bring up Maxine Ebel as she falls the first one back into the netting behind home plate. 4 strike 1. Ebel over 1 day, a fly out to left field, her first at bat. Well hit, but over there to the left fielder. Now here a pitch inside and fouled off the handle of the bat. 4 strike 2. 0-2 to Maxine Ebel. Haley Arth, the designated player, on deck. And high pitch on the 0-2 offering, but Ebel bit, and that is the first strikeout thrown by Sydney Schwabe. And that will be out number 2 here in inning number 4. First pitch, ground ball back to Schwabe. Throw over to first. Glove by Welke, and that is out number 3. A 5-pitch inning. That time for Schwabe. She has thrown now 34 pitches combined in her 4 innings complete, with Thompson leading Hankinson 3-0, the score on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard.
Most Americans have some stuff because stuff is important. And when you have stuff, you need a Big Tex trailer. A utility trailer for the golf cart, equipment trailer for the antique car, or gooseneck trailer for moving pipe or the swing set. Big Tex Trailers gets your stuff where you need it. Precise design and quality construction packs more value into each Big Tex trailer. Baked on finish protects your trailer from the elements for years to come. For the Big Tex style that meets your needs, call Tim at Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Well, quickly ahead to the top of the 5th inning. First pitch came at 2:21, so we are now 45 minutes into this game. We start the 5th inning. Good fast pace. Of course, haven't had a whole lot of base runners. I guess Thompson, in the 2nd inning loaded them up, but other than that, been a lot of up to bat. Back to the dugout. Thompson leading 3-0 over Hankinson. First pitch is sky fall. That will land up over on field number 2. No one's over there. That's the warm-up field. Don't have to worry about anyone looking out. So Ashlyn Warkin steps back into the box here with a 0-1 count on her as Madison Steffens delivers, and this one fouled for strike number 2. Orkin, then Olivia Dick, then Jada Welke. Orkin today 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored back in inning number 3. 1 of 2 runs scored on a 2 RBI, 2-out double from Jada Welke. Pitch comes up high for ball 1. That was pitch number 78, upcoming pitch number 79 in the game for Steffens. And it's called strike 3. It's the 4th time that's been a called strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game by Steffens. And she's done that on 79 pitches. Meanwhile, contrast that with Sydney Schwabe, who her 4 complete has lasted 35 pitches. Here's the bat here to Dick. And umpire calling time. Not sure what they're talking about. Oh, they didn't have the 1 out on the scoreboard yet. There we go. Now we're good. So 1 down. Here is Olivia Dick bats, and the pitch is a called strike. Dick here today 0 for 2 with a strikeout, grounded into a fielder's choice, then was lifted for the courtesy runner Drew Schwab, who came in to score a run in the 3rd inning. Pitch inside, again a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Thompson catcher. 2-2 offering, reaching out, just tap it, fall off the edge of the bat. Keep it alive. Still 2-2 the count. Jada Welke on deck. After this next pitch, we'll reset the defense for Hankinson. On the 2-2 offering, swung on, pop, shortstop. Mock calls everyone off just in front of the edge of the grass for out number 2. Madison Steffens is pitching. Maxine Ebel catching for Hankinson. Faith Fredrickson at first base. Kennedy Meyer, the flex player, at second base. Kaya Mock at shortstop. Jess Kuchera at third base. Lexi Meyer in left field. Mary Rupp in center. And Mackenzie Anderson is in right field. Here today for Hankinson. Designated player is Haley Arth. Pitch fouled off for strike 1 to Jada Welke. Came through with the big 2 RBI double back in inning number 3. 1 for 1 today. She also walked in a previous plate appearance. Here she takes a ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Welke looking in and taking the pitch up high off the glove. Goes to the backstop there past the catcher Ebel. She'll head on back, grab it, and chuck it on down to Steffen, saying, all right, we got 2 down, we got 2-1 count. Let's get her maybe roll over something, get out of the inning, get the bats back going. Instead, comes up inside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jada Welke. Faith Stumpf on deck. And it's ball 4. Second time that Welke has walked today. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks issued in the game by Steffen. First pitch popped up, fly ball down the left field line. Is it going to stay fair? Is it going to go foul? Was going foul, was landing just in front of the fence down that left field line, but giving chase there. Lexi Meyer couldn't get to it, but falls on the wrong side of the line, and it's a long strike 1. Stumpf 1 for 2 today. Singled. Back in inning number 2. Popped out to end the 3rd inning. This time she pops it back. It will drift out of play again. Strike. That one, number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner on first base. Here's the 0-2 offering. Called strike 3 on the outside. Black. Got it to go for out number 3, and that will do it for Thompson in their half of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. And we go to the bottom of inning number 5. Hankinson will bat. They trail Thompson 3-0 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
It's time to get rid of those old energy-wasting appliances for new, efficient appliances from Olson Hardware and Appliances in Hillsboro. Top brand names like LG, Whirlpool, and GE. Stoves, dishwashers, refrigerators, freezers, washers, and dryers. Olson Hardware also services old ones too. Plus, they have all the other hardware one would need for updating plumbing or other tasks around the house or yard. It's all at Olson Hardware and Appliance in Hillsboro. 636-4151. That's 636-4151 for Olson Hardware and Appliance.
Bottom of inning number 5, Hankinson at the plate. They trail Thompson 3-0. Between innings, looking over there, Coach Lowell for Hankinson, gathering the team just on the far side of the first base line in front of their dugout, having a conversation. Not sure what was said outside the end when it was a couple hand claps and an obvious let's go. A couple extra words said by a couple of players to get them pumped up here, try and get something going in the bottom of inning number 5 as it's ball 1. Issued to Mary Rupp against Sydney Schwabe. She comes up high, ball 2. Rupp 0 for 1 today with a pop out over to first. Schwabe delivers, and it's fouled off for strike 1. Sydney Schwabe just 1 hit allowed on 34 pitches through the first 4 innings. Has 1 strikeout, has not walked a batter. Although falling behind, 2 balls and 1 strike, 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter, Rupp, in inning number 5. Mary Rupp, Kaya Mock, Madison Steffens due up in this 5th inning. This pitch looped over to right field, going back, giving chase, and over the head of the right fielder, Munson. And 1, 2, digging for 3, and no throw comes into third. It's a stand-up leadoff triple for Mary Rupp, and she is on board in scoring position and ready to come home if Kaya Mock can put a ball in play. Mock steps in. She had the only hit previously, 1 for 1 today with a single. That was over the head of the shortstop Hughes earlier on. First pitch, ball 1. As Mock steps back in, a little tap of the bat on the plate, waits for it, and it's a called strike one, even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Schwabe. Firing and up top for a ball. Prior to this inning, Schwabe had thrown 34 pitches, 25 for strikes, 9 outside of the zone. And as that pitch comes up high, that was the 6th ball this inning. So 6 of the 15 pitches out of the zone she's thrown have now come to the last 2 batters. 3-1, the count to Mock, who lifts one down the left field line and hooks it way foul. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. One almost looked like it came off the handle. Out in front of it a little bit on that off speed. Here's a 3 count. Called strike 3. Well, it goes down for out number 1. Strikeout in game number 2 by Sydney Schwabe. I'll bring up the pitcher for Hankinson, Madison Steffens. She'll hold up on the first pitch, but it's a called strike. Steffens popped out to third. The previous at bat, 0 for 1 today. Here she'll take a pitch low for a ball. 3-0 is our score here today. Thompson leading Hankinson. Castleton leading Cass Trail 7-1 in the other semifinal. Here's a pitch off the handle of the bat, going foul. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner on third after a leadoff triple by Mary Rupp. Hankinson trying to get that run in. Here's a pitch hit high, shallow center field, drifting to the right field, going over, making the catch is the second baseman. Throw comes to the plate and is not in time. Good throw by Krogstad, but Rupp with better speed, able to get in and score. So Madison Steffens comes up with a sac fly and an RBI on out number 2. But Hankinson gets on the board. Still got a couple innings, so trim a little bit. Make it easier for those later innings. You still got plenty of time. 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch comes up high to Faith Fredrickson. 1-0 as Schwabe delivers. 2-0. Missing outside. Defense for Thompson. After this pitch, fouled back, strike 1. Sydney Schwabe pitching, Olivia Dick catching, Jada Welke at first base, Maya Krogstad at second, Mackenzie Hughes at short, Lauren Cunningham at third base. Faith Stump in left field, Ashlyn Warkin in center, Bailey Munson in right field. Pitch is a called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even count to the first base, left-hand hitting Faith Fredrickson. And now we go full count. Pitch misses outside. Mackenzie Anderson on deck trying to get an opportunity. Here's a pitch, ground ball, second base. Krogstad fields, flips over to first base, and Welke has it for out number 3. So a run comes in on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave no one on base after the leadoff triple and sacrifice fly for the run for Hankinson. They trail Thompson on your Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard, 3-1 on yourliveevent.com.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Thompson sends the 8-9-1 batters to the plate. Leadoff inning number 6. Sydney Schwabe, Bailey Munson, Mackenzie Hughes. First pitch is ball 1. Next pitch popped up, second base side. Kennedy Meyer over and makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Bailey Munson now, the second baseman for Thompson. 93 pitches coming into the inning. That was pitch number 96 for a swing strike 1 by Steffens. Hankinson trying to keep Thompson off the scoreboard. They trail 3-1 here in the top of inning number 6. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty for the number 9 hitter. Munson, pair of strikeouts on her record today. Here's a pop-up, and it will land in between catcher and pitcher. No one can get it, but they wisely let it roll foul. They see that, kind of got the wedge out, got the back spin on it, and hit, and just rolled off the green. Foul ball. Strike number 2. As Ryan McCullum shakes his head at me. Thanks to Ryan, our camera operator, scoreboard guy for us here today. Thanks as well to all of you watching on yourliveevent.com. Appreciate your viewership. And thanks as well to the sponsors throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. 2-2 is the count. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the delivery to Munson. It's up high, full count, 3 balls and a strike. And later tonight, 6:30, at least 6:30, not earlier, possibly later, depending on how the next games go. We'll have the 18U Championship and third place games right here on yourliveevent.com. It's a 1-out walk issued to Munson. She's aboard at first as the top of the order comes up with Mackenzie Hughes. We'll have the 14U games for you to view as well. There with the championship and third place games is the first pitch over the head of the third baseman, Kuchera, and it will be a bloop, barely reaching the outfield grass. Single by Mackenzie Hughes, but a single is a single. And runners on first base and second base. 1 out in the 6th inning. 14U championship game will be Mayport CG and Castleton. Third place game will be Cass Trail and Hankinson. Both those games coming up next after this on yourliveevent.com. Strike 1 on a pitch that's fouled off by Maya Krogstad. And here's a ground ball up the middle, past the diving second baseman. And the runner will take the turn at third. One will come in and score. They're going to they're going to hold the runner. Good job by Coach Schwab to be waving, and then throw up the stop sign there at third. Keep Hughes at third base. Meanwhile, Krogstad, she gets a double and an RBI, her second RBI of the day. And a run has come in now to make it 4-1. So Thompson gets back that run that they gave up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch now, grounder right back to second base, diving, able to glove it, throw over to first is in time, not in time. Not in time, as the run will score. So Hughes will score from third, Krogstad will go to third, and Cunningham on an infield single gets an RBI. Now runners on the corner. Bunt is shown, pulled back, and it is ball 1. 5-1 is our score now. Thompson leading over Hankinson. They have not trailed in this game. Here's a swing, fouled back out of play. Or a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in the 3rd, run in the 4th. So far, 1 run in the 6th. They have runners on 2 runs in the 6th. They have runners on the corners and just 1 out. Pitch, Here's the runner at first was going, is swung on and grounded fall towards the third base Thompson dugout. Count will be a 1 ball, 2 strikes to the right-hand hitting center fielder, Ashlyn Warkin. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the game so far today. Trying to add maybe a hit and RBI to that total. Here's a ball through to the third, past the third baseman. Kuchera couldn't get to it. Mock couldn't get to it either. Splits them. Run comes in. There's a single and an RBI, and run number 3 in the inning as Krogstad scores. Cunningham goes to second base. Warkin aboard at first with the ribby. Brings up the catcher, Olivia Dick. 0 for 3 today. She struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and popped out. When she reached on that fielder's choice back in inning number 3, had the courtesy runner Drew Schwab come in, and Schwab scored a run that inning. It's the pitch in the plate, bouncing off the catcher. Runners will advance on the pass ball. That takes out the double play force for Hankinson defensively. That also gives a 2-0 count to the number 5 hitter, Olivia Dick. Jada Welke on deck. Welke's had a nice day too. 2 walks, a double, 2 RBIs in her 3 trips up to the plate. Here with a couple runners on board. She might be swinging a hot bat. Don't want to give her a chance. But here's a pitch for a strike. Now Coach Schwab calling time, talking with the batter, Olivia Dick. A couple words of wisdom there to swing the stick. And we'll see what was said. See if it works. 2-1 offering. Inside, 3-1 the count. Madison Steffens trying to settle things down and get back out of this inning. Giving up 3 runs in the top of the 6th. Ground ball, left side, third base. Pick, hesitation, throw over to first is in time. We'll get the runner Dick as she gets an RBI on a 5-3 ground out for out number 2. Lauren Cunningham comes in to score for the 4th run of the inning, while Ashlyn Warkin, patient, then advancing to third on the throw over to first. So 2 down, runner on third. At the plate, Jada Welke. She'll watch the first pitch outside. Welke, as mentioned, 1 for 1 today with a double, 2 RBIs, and a pair of walks. Wait for that pitch. That's called for a strike. 0-2 the count. Here to Welke. Steffens 1 pitch away from getting back in the dugout. Not this pitch, as it's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little bit of breeze whipping up now and again here at the Olson Softball Complex. Otherwise, well, it is a beautiful day regardless. Here's this pitch, foul tip. Can't hold on to it. Count stays 1-2. Yeah. Looking back here, Castleton still leading Cass Trail in that other semifinal. Here's the pitch, ground ball, left side towards third. Pick, throw across the diamond as Kuchera gets it to Fredrickson for the 5-3 putout for out number 3. But Thompson sends 8 batters to the plate. They score 4 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 batter on base. To the bottom of inning number 6, Hankinson will bat. They trail Thompson 7-1. The score on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Plains Equipment, Hillsboro, and Crookston are hiring service technicians. These positions are full-time with competitive wage, earning up to $40 per hour, plus benefits package and a great work environment. Contact Mike at Valley Plains Equipment, 1-800-972-2561. Valley Plains Equipment, Hillsboro, and Crookston is looking to hire service technicians, earning up to $40 per hour. Contact Mike at Valley Plains Equipment, 1-800-972-2561.
Bottom of inning number 6, Thompson leads Hankinson 7-1. Other semifinals in the bottom of inning number 5, it's also 7-1 there as Castleton leads Cass Trail. And trying to see here if we got some substitutions coming up to the plate, and it looks like we will. Looks like Kylie Falk will come in to hit for Mackenzie Anderson. It's Kylie Falk, the freshman there for Hankinson. And first pitch, swing and a miss, or excuse me, on the second pitch after ball 1 on the first pitch. So Mackenzie Anderson there was 0 for 1, and now this pitch popped up for strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes for Kylie Falk. On deck, scheduled to be top of the order. We'll see if that happens here as we get a reach out, swing and a miss, strike 3. Falk goes down swinging for out number 1, strikeout number 3 in the game. And top of the order with Jess Kuchera at the plate. Ball 1 on the first pitch. Hankinson looking to see what they can do. Trailing now by 6 runs. Picked up a run last inning, but then gave up 4 to Thompson a half inning later. Pitch low, ball 3. 3-0 to the top of the order hitter, Kuchera. Lexi Meyer on deck. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Puts Kuchera on board, her first time reaching today. And that is the first walk issued by Sydney Schwabe. See, Lexi Meyer is batting. Here's the first pitch, blooped over second base, and quick throw into second from right field. Can't get in time. Munson got to it quickly, and the runner Kuchera had to hold to make sure it got over the head of Krogstad there at second, and scampered into second base in time. So runners on first and second, 1 down. Maxine Ebel to bat. Her first pitch popped up, and we should have infield fly called. We do. It is caught by the shortstop, Hughes. So infield fly for out number 2. So 2 down, runners on first and second. At bat, Haley Arth. And the first pitch swung on for strike 1. This pitch ground ball towards third, and it will be stepping on the bag just in front of the lead runner. Cunningham takes it herself. 5 unassisted there for the third out, and that will do it in the 6th inning. No runs come across for Hankinson on 1 hit. No errors, and they leave 2 runners on base. To the 7th inning we go. Thompson will bat. They lead 7-1 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Summertime is here in the Valley, and Dakota Heritage Bank in Hillsboro is here to help you be ready. Ask Dakota Heritage about recreational vehicle, camper, and boat loans. Home loans are also available for a change of scenery or a lake cabin getaway. Dakota Heritage Bank can also line you up with agriculture loans and a line of credit. Find more information at dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Hillsboro. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Seventh inning time for Thompson and Hankinson. Here as we're double checking some roster changes. Looks like Mackenzie Anderson may have re-entered there in right field. Trying to see a jersey number there, but we'll see here if she turns her back towards me and we can see that number. As it is, though, Thompson will be at the plate. Faith Stumpf, Sydney Schwabe, Bailey Munson, 7, 8, 9 batters, due up. Here they lead 7-1 in inning number 7. Madison Steffens in the circle. Here's the first pitch. Ground right to Mock over at short. Good throw over to first, and Fredrickson will glove it for the quick one pitch 6-3 ground out for out number 1. Brings up Sydney Schwabe. 115 pitches coming into the inning for Steffens. 116 was out number 1. 117 is ball number 1 to Sydney Schwabe. 0 for 2 today with a walk. Reached on error, scored a run, and popped out in her 3 plate appearances as this one is hit foul for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castleton has become victorious here as they will advance the 18U championship game. As Schwabe reaches out, pokes it in between first and second for a C&I single, her first hit of the game. Castleton with the 9-1 victory. And Thompson leading 7-1 here in the 7th inning, trying to plate a couple insurance runs and then trying to join them in that 6:30 championship game. 1-0 the count, and 2-0 as this pitch gets to the backstop. Owner Schwabe will go to second base on the wild pitch. Bailey Munson will be ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. Strikeout, strikeout, walk, and a run scored. The 3 plate appearances for Munson today. She's ahead 2-0. This one fouled off the hands. Back to the backstop for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to the Thompson right fielder. Top of the order on deck with 1 down here in the 7th. Here's a ground ball, picked at second, backhand over to first for the out. Good job by Kennedy Meyer to reach out, backhand that, and get it over to the bag for the out. That's out number 2. And we'll bring up Mackenzie Hughes, top of the order for Thompson. Hughes singled, scored a run her last at bat. Here she's 1 for 3 today, also has a walk and a stolen base. First pitch, strike 1. Hughes looks in and waits the pitch outside for a ball. Trying to keep that runner, Schwabe, at third base. Here's a pitch, ground ball, back to second, off the glove, and it will be an error, allowing the inning to continue and a run to score. So Mackenzie Hughes reaches there on the E4. Run comes in, makes it 8-1, and brings Maya Krogstad to the plate. Krogstad here today. His first pitch between first and second, add to that hit total. Hughes will round second. On third, stop sign's thrown up, and she will stop at third base. Maya Krogstad aboard at first with a single. It's Krogstad's 4th hit of the game. 3 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, a run scored. And her 5th at bat was a strikeout. Now Lauren Cunningham will come up. She's 1 for 4 today with an RBI single and a run scored. First pitch, strike one to Cunningham. Oh and 1 as the offering comes. Swung on, ground ball past third base. A run will score. They're going to hold the runner Krogstad at second base. Throw will come in. Then she'll be throw wide. She'll try and advance, and she does get in safely to third. So Hughes scores. Throw up the line. Krogstad will then go to third base. Cunningham goes to second base on the throw as well after her RBI single. 2 more runs make it now 9-1. And checking here with the runner at second, Cunningham looks like she may have slid in wrong or something, walking something off. Looks to be okay, and she'll jog it out. Yeah, looks like we're all good to continue. So 2 outs in the top of inning number 7. Thompson leading 9-1. Here as Ashlyn Warkin will come to the plate. Warkin today, 1 for 3. RBI single, a strikeout, a walk, a run scored, and a ground out. First pitch, outside for a ball. One and 0, the offering, as Madison Steffens delivers the pitch up high to Maxine Ebel, the catcher. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Runners on second and third for Thompson, leading by 8 runs. Swing and a miss for a strike. Thompson looking to hold on in this one, take on Castleton in the Impact League Championship. Be today at 6:30 on yourliveevent.com. Ball in the dirt. Makes it 3 balls, 1 strike, our count. 2 down, first base is open. Olivia Dick on deck for Thompson. It's the pitch. Ball 4. Walk to Warkin. Second time that she's walked in the game. That loads the bases now for Olivia Dick. Dick today has struck out, reached on a fielder's choice, and was lifted for the courtesy runner Drew Schwab, who came in to score a run back in inning number 3. Dick has also popped out to short and had an RBI ground out. 0 for 4 today with an RBI. First pitch, strike 1. Next pitch coming here from Steffens. It's bounced to the plate, even the count at ball 1. Defense straight away, just trying to get that final out. Closest bag. Here with the 1-1 offering. And ground ball towards short. Picked by Mock. Throw over to first is in time for the out. So 8 batters go to the plate. 2 runners come in to score. And they leave the bases loaded as 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning. 1 error, and as mentioned, bases left loaded. Last chance time for Hankinson. Bottom of inning number 7. They trail Thompson 9-1 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seed sales scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Bottom of inning number 7. Hankinson at the plate. They will send up their 5, 6, 7 hitters. And they need them to produce because they trail by 8 runs. And they have 3 outs to score at least 8 runs if they want to continue and find a way to get into the championship game against Castleton later this afternoon. Castleton with a 9-1 victory over Cass Trail in the other semifinal of the 18U. Mary Rupp, Kaya Mock, Madison Steffens, the batters. First pitch, ball 1 to Mary Rupp. 1 for 2 today with a triple and a run scored. 2-0 as this pitch lost the grip, sails over the head of catcher, umpire, everyone there, and to the backstop. 2-0 here as Sydney Schwabe will deliver, and this one again can't find the zone. 3-0. Well, the first 4 innings took 34 pitches for Schwabe. The last 2 have taken 33. So the control not as tight, a little bit more patient at bats. The last couple innings for Thompson, or for Hankinson rather, excuse me. And the 3-0 offering is up top for ball 4. Leadoff walk to Mary Rupp. Hankinson gets a runner on board. Kaya Mock will come out. She singled and struck out 1 for 2 today. First pitch comes up high for a ball. Runner Rupp looking antsy there at first base. Well, she goes. She does not. So the pitch is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Now here the pitch popped up out of play. That will be strike 1. Madison Steffens on deck for Hankinson. And trailing 9-1. Bottom of inning number 7. Nobody out. A runner on first base. Pitch comes up high. 3-1. Here's Schwabe. Looks in, tries to rediscover the zone, and does on that pitch. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, called, strike 3. Mock goes down, and then the throw down to first, not in time to try and double up the runner. But they do get the 1 out. 4th strikeout thrown by Schwabe today. Madison Steffens will come up now. 0 for 1 today, a pop out and then a sac fly RBI. First pitch fouled. Strike 1. This pitch popped over to short. Hughes calls off Cunningham. Mackenzie Hughes gloves it for out number 2. Last out now for Hankinson. Faith Fredrickson will bat. And this pitch comes in low away for a ball. On deck, looks like Marley Frost would be the batter to hit. So we'll see here if Frost would get an opportunity. Here's a pitch, blooped over to short. Nice diving catch made as the dying liner there to short for out number 3. That will do it in the game here. Thompson will go on to the championship, take on Castleton by virtue of a 9-1 victory over Hankinson in 7 innings after the bottom of the 7th ends with no runs, hits, errors, and 1 runner left on base for Hankinson. Your final score is again 9-1 Thompson over Hankinson. Stay tuned. Your Halstead or your post-game report comes up next on yourliveevent.com.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said I want to move back to that small town so I can have small classes, small community. People are involved, people care about you.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsboro, North Dakota.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
These reminder of COVID points to share with North Dakota Smart Restart from Trail District Health Unit. Smartphone users are encouraged to download the Care19 app for Android or Apple devices. This will help increase success levels with contact tracing in North Dakota. Get answers to most COVID-related questions in North Dakota by visiting ndresponse.gov. Trail District Health Unit, Public Health, Prevent, Promote, Protect. Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband, voice, TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back to the Olson Softball Complex as Thompson defeats Hankinson by a score of 9-1. Your final score. Let's go with our game summary here. Part of our post-game report. First couple of innings, Thompson had opportunities. First inning, they had a leadoff batter walk, steal second base, couldn't move her past second base. Second inning, they had the bases loaded with one out, couldn't get a run in. So we were scoreless going into the third inning. Meanwhile, Hankinson, having limited success through the first 4 innings with just one hit through the first 4 innings, putting balls in play but hitting them right at the defense. Go to the third inning. Thompson, they get on the board. After Ashlyn Warkin would walk, Olivia Dick would ground into a fielder's choice. There'd be 2 outs, runners on base, and Jada Welke lifts a 2 RBI double into right field to bring in the first couple of runs, and that would put Thompson on the board. They would not look back as they score a run in the 4th on a Maya Krogstad RBI single. Then in the 6th inning, they scored 4 runs, with big hits being RBI double from Maya Krogstad, RBI single from Lauren Cunningham. Olivia Dick came up with an RBI groundout in that inning as well. Then in the 7th, add 2 more on a RBI from Lauren Cunningham, and then another run on an error. For Hankinson, they got their lone run in the 5th inning when Mary Rupp led things off with a triple. She would score on a Madison Stevens RBI sacrifice fly 2 batters later in the inning. So Thompson gets the victory 9-1, your final, as they will move on, take on Castleton in the 18U championship game. Hankinson will take on Cass Trail in the 3rd place game today at 6:30. That's our game summary. We'll be back with more post-game report after this on yourliveevent.com.
This was one of those years that you found out what your crop insurance agent was made of. Were you satisfied? All of us at Irie Insurance feel your pain and know your challenges. That's why we would love to sit down with each and every farmer for an annual policy review. We now know how bad it can get, so let's make sure you have someone working in your corner to protect your farm's equity. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com.
At Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halstead Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
The Erickson Agency is your professional independent insurance agency in Hillsborough. We take the time to listen to you, analyze your needs, and match you up with the best plans offered by a number of leading insurance companies. Whether you need auto, homeowners, life, health, long-term care, business, or farm insurance, stop in and visit with Lee Erickson at the Erickson Agency, 502 West Caledonia Avenue, 701-636-5852. The Erickson Agency of Hillsborough, your insurance headquarters. There's a lot to love about Hillsborough, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsborough embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsborough invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsborough. Visit hillsborough-nd.com to learn more about Hillsborough, a small town with big opportunity.
Welcome you back to the Olson Softball Complex in Hillsborough, North Dakota Impact Softball League play. The league semifinals of the tournament today. In semifinal number 1, it was Castleton over Castrell 9-1, and it was Thompson over Hankinson 9-1 in the other semifinal here today. As Thompson moves on to take on Castleton 6:30 tonight in the championship game. For that broadcast with YourLiveEvent.com. We'll also have a third place game for you as well. Let's first start off with our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game here today for Thompson, going with Maya Krogstad, as she went 4 of 5 at the plate, had 2 RBIs, had a double, scored a run as well. Plus a couple nice plays defensively in the field. One ranging back, making the catch, going off to her left. Couple nice scoops on grounders as well there at second base. And Maya Krogstad is your RTK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. From RTK Enterprises of Hillsborough, call 701-636-2119 or go online at planterdoc.com. Well, let's get to our post-game stats now. We start with Hankinson, as it was leading off with the batting stats. Jess Kuchera going 0 for 2 today with a walk. Lexi Meyer was 1 for 3 at the plate. Maxine Ebel was 0 for 3 at the plate with a strikeout. Haley Arth would go 0 for 3 at the plate. Mary Rupp would be 1 for 2 with a triple, a run scored, and a walk. Kaya Mock would go 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Madison Steffens 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Faith Fredrickson would go 0 for 3 at the plate. Mackenzie Anderson 0 for 1 at the plate. Kylie Falk would be 0 for 1 with a strikeout here today. Kennedy Meyer was the flex player at second base. She did not record an at-bat in the game. 1 run on 3 hits for Hankinson in the game. Defensively, they had 3 errors, and they left 4 runners on base. Here, and there we go. Pitching-wise for Hankinson, it was Madison Steffens with the 7-inning effort, as she gave up 9 runs on 11 hits. She walked 7, had 5 strikeouts in the game, and did it on 134 pitches in the effort. For Thompson, batting, it was Mackenzie Hughes going 1 for 4 today, 2 runs scored. She had a stolen base and walked. Maya Krogstad would be 4 for 5 today with a run scored, 2 RBIs, a double, and a strikeout. Lauren Cunningham was 2 for 5 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Ashlyn Workin was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. She walked twice and struck out once. Olivia Dick was 0 for 5 today with an RBI. Drew Schwab came in as a courtesy runner in the 3rd inning and scored a run in place of Dick. Jada Welke would be 1 for 2 today with a double, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks in the game. Faith Stumpf would be 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Sydney Schwabe at the plate was 1 for 3, scored 2 runs and walked once. And Bailey Munson would go 0 for 3 at the plate, but would score a run, walk once, strike out twice. Meanwhile, pitching for Thompson, Sydney Schwabe with the 7 innings complete. As we add that up, that becomes that, and that is that. So 7 innings complete on just 80 pitches, gives up 1 run on 3 hits. There were 2 walks and 4 strikeouts in the game. As Thompson finishes 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 batters on base. But they get the win. That's most important there as they will move on, take on Castleton. Castleton advancing by virtue of their own 9-1 win over Cass Trail. The championship and 3rd place games again will be on your live event tonight, this evening at 6:30 is the start time. It will not be before 6:30, maybe a little bit after, depending on how these next games go. But 6:30 start time is what we're looking at for that championship and 3rd place game of the 18U. We thank you for joining us here today for your live event in the Impact League Softball Tournament. Thanks as well to all the sponsors you've seen and heard throughout our broadcast coverage. We'd ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks as well to Ryan McCullum, our camera operator engineer here today. Appreciate your help. And we'll be back again tonight, 6:30, yourliveevent.com. Castleton, Thompson, Cass Trail, and Hankinson, your championship and 3rd place match of the 18U from the Impact Softball League. We'll see you again later this afternoon.